Hi, it's Nicole here again, and I thought I would show you a new build that I'm working on. Now, this isn't finished, obviously, it's got a long way to go yet, but I thought rather than trying to get everything into a 10-minute video, like the whole build, I thought I would actually do it in stages. So, this is part one. I don't know how many parts this is going to be, but I'm thinking probably 3 or 4. In this one, I'm just going to show you how I've built the legs. I've only built 3 legs so far. Now, I'm pretty sure that this is actually going to be a spider, but I'm not completely convinced that it's going to go that way. I don't know if you're like this or not, but some builds I find have a mind of their own and they tend to change sort of when you're part of the way through. So for the sake of the video, I'll just say that it is going to be a spider and we'll just see how it all turns out, I guess. I haven't built one of these mechs for a while, so it just felt right. And this is considerably larger than any that I have done so far, so it's going to be quite interesting to see if I can actually do this or whether I give up in frustration. I don't know if it's weird or not that, I have no idea what this thing's going to look like. I've got no thought on how the body's going to look or how the head or fangs or anything. It's pretty much just a matter of placing blocks and, just putting them there and then taking them away if they don't look right. Do you guys have an idea of what you're going to build? Do you know, do you have a plan? Do you write things down? Do you draw things maybe? I don't know. I'd be interested to know what you guys do. The last spider that I built was a lot smaller, although it's really hard to tell, and of course because I lost all the older builds, which were all the spiders and the scorpion and the mech stuff, so I can't really compare as far as size goes, but I feel that this is a lot larger. Still, I wanted the legs to be kind of flat looking, so they're 5 blocks wide, but there's not a lot of shape to them really. They're quite square, and I wanted to do these hoses, I suppose, like hydraulic hoses. I really like that sort of stuff. They just seem to add a nice bit of extra detail. I find that I'm always trying to add extra details to my builds. I feel that they can be a little plain sometimes and lacking in that sort of thing. I've played around too with different colours for the hoses and sort of the linkages where they join up to the legs, but I do like the yellow. It does remind me of industrial kind of machinery, Caterpillar, that sort of thing. Because I haven't sort of done builds quite as big as this one, so I'm still playing around with ideas as far as where the legs join, as to how to do that. While I'm doing this commentary, I'm kind of thinking of what I can add to the build, because I really haven't done any more than what I show at the end of this video. So it's pretty much a 3-legged thing, that's just floating in the air. So I'm kind of thinking that I might actually build some hydraulics on the legs as well, because again, I like the look of those. And so there's leg number 1 built. But yeah, if you can imagine a hydraulic arm maybe coming from the bottom of the base of the leg up to the top, that's probably a bit hard to imagine, but anyway. Now, I don't worry about showing the second leg, because that's virtually the same process as the first. So this is the rear leg. I find that the easiest thing for me, especially when I'm building something that's fairly complex, is I do a 2-dimensional shape virtually, so that's what this is. And then I build it out to make it 3-dimensional. And you can kind of see the process here. It's quite simple, but it is effective as well. And I'm finding that I'm just honing that skill now. And it's getting better and better. And so, yeah, very clunky rectangle kind of building, and then you shape it out as you go, and it gives it a much curvier kind of look. And you can sort of see how I'm building that curve into the leg. So this is the inside of the leg, and using the same process, so just shaping it now. So you can kind of see that shaping happening. And then just a quick walk around at the base just to get a little bit of an idea of the scale. So it's not going to be a bad size once I've done the body and the other legs. And then this is just shaping the rear leg. And again, I just started out with a two-dimensional kind of rough idea of how I wanted the leg to look. Although this time, of course, it's on the angle, so makes it a little trickier, but it's not that hard. So I've given a bit of an idea of where I want the leg to be, and now I'm just filling in, giving it more three-dimensional shape. I was surprised at how easy that was, actually. I was expecting it to be much harder. But yeah, so you can sort of see that shaping happening there. And this is where I'm at so far. So I haven't done any more than that. So it's going to be a bit of a mystery, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you stick around to see what I've got for you next time. Okay, bye for now.